Well, I think first of all, the work and the decisions we were about to make were rooted in data and science. Again, different than the way we applied marketing in the past, which is much more about gut feel and what we knew about brands and what we felt or thought. So I felt good about that, number one. Number two, I think we broke two very big paradigms. One was that we can't break line pricing. I'll come back to that. But the second was around this notion that it takes a year and a half to put a product into market. You got to do basis testing, you have to do all these different SIP and pub tests and all this bullshit. And we just said, you know what? We're gonna just go do it. We think we like the liquid, we think we like the packaging, we think we like the position in the market. The data says there's a under-penetrated use occasion and pocket of demand in the marketplace. Let's try it. Yes, it was a big risk because we attached to our largest brand, and if it failed, there was going to be some hell to pay there. But we just felt good enough about it where we didn't want to get in our own way and delay the process like we normally would do. I mean, most big companies have stage gate processes and these rigorous innovation pipeline decision triangles, but we just wanted to just go do something, and I think we all felt excited about it. We felt good that we were grounded in the work and the data, and we wanted to go do something. We wanted to do it quickly and differently than we've done it in the past, and that's exactly what we did. Now, the line pricing thing was a huge deal because sales guys, they want to make things easy for customers, right? So, the big arguments you got was like, well, they're going to see Bud Light and they're going to charge Bud Light price, and and I'm paying more laid-in costs for this, so you're going to be evaporating margin out of my register, right? And it's like, let's just try it, guys. Let's try it. If it doesn't work, you can always come down, right? It's one of the rules in pricing, right? You can't start low and go high, but you can always start high and come lower. So we broke that paradigm and we tried it and it worked. And I think that the margin per barrel on Bud Light Lime was probably something like 25 to 30% higher by making that decision. And so that was another rule I think that I tried to put into place when I was a CMO, which was to the brand teams and to the innovation teams was, if you're going to bring me innovation, innovate up. Because there's a lot of cannibalization in the marketplace. So in other words, if someone bought a Bud Light Lime instead of a Bud Light, that was going to be great for us. Why? Because we're going to make 25 to 30% more on every purchase. Now, if we just charge line pricing and they bought Bud Light Lime instead of Bud Light, you've got all these capital costs in, you've got new advertising budgets, you've got a lot of sort of fixed cost attached to this particular idea that you're not getting any benefit out because you're just trading boxes. And by the way, your economic profit or your EVA is going to go down in that sense. Whereas if you're innovating up and you're getting people to pay more and there is cannibalization, then fine, everybody wins. By the way, the retailer wins too, right? Because the ring is higher, it is registered. So very big paradigm, hard for the wholesaler to get their arms around, hard for our national accounts guys to walk into Walmart's buying office and tell them they're going to charge 25 to 30% more for Bud Light Lime versus Bud Light. But at the end of the day, it worked. And I think it convinced us that we need to, every now and then, challenge our own paradigms to see if we can move the ball down the field in a different way and create more value.